Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Grace Hollow Rabbitry. I'm PJ, and we're going to do some more evaluations. This is a bigger litter, and it's going to take more time to go through them, so I'm going to skip a lot of the usual jargon, and we're going to just move right into this litter. This litter is Rum's Austin with Grace Hollow's Cash. So Austin I didn't show a whole lot. I only showed her a couple times after I purchased her, and she did get, I can't remember if it was a best of breed or best opposite sex, but she does have one leg. And then she got big enough that I bred her, which is why I bought her, was to breed her, not to show her. So, but she is registered, and Cash is a registered Grand Champion. So let's go ahead. Now, there's too many of these for me to weigh and remember, so I set up a little table here beside me that has the scales. I'm going to weigh them as I bring them out, and then after the video, I'm going to take them in the house and tattoo them. So let's go ahead and take a look at this litter. We have 7. 3 of these were fostered. 3 of the blacks was raised by Tawny Town. And I did notice that the 3 raised by Tawny Town are smaller than the one that was, or the one black, and the 3 broken that was raised by Tawny Town herself, or by Austin herself. So I don't know if that tells me anything or not, but it was an interesting little thing to discover. So we're going to pick this rabbit out. Here we go. And she, or he, is right on the mark. 3 pounds, 14 ounces. Now these guys are, I better move my glass. I don't want a rabbit to kick it. There we go. These guys are 8 weeks old, and at 8 weeks they need to be right at 4 pounds, and I allow them 3.5 to 4.5. Anything under 3.5, they usually get moved to a call pen, and then I'll weigh them one more time at 8 weeks or at 10 weeks, and if they don't hit the goal weight at 10 weeks, then they become table dressing. So we've got this little black, let's see, 3 pounds 14 ounces, and this one is a little buck. Alright, now for 8 weeks this guy is showing some promise. Look at that. I don't know if it's my posing. I think I have the feet a little forward. There we go. Let's try that again. I really like this guy, although I think he might be a little longer in the shoulder than I would prefer. We'll see how he matures. 8 weeks, they can do just about anything. But he's got depth, and so far he's got width. He smooths over on those hindquarters. So, let me check his teeth. There we go, good job. We got good teeth. We got 5 toes, 5 toes, 4 toes, and 4 toes. What I am doing is blowing on the belly. This is a Austin is black, and Cash is a broken black. So when you breed solid to broken, it's hard to keep solids out of a breeding like that. Those breedings are usually with a guideline to produce more brokens. Now you will get 50% solid and 50% broken. But on the solids, you have to watch for scattered white hairs and white spots. And the first place you're going to find a white spot is the navel area. And so what I was doing was blowing in the fur, looking at the navel area for a navel white spot, and he does not have one. At this point, I don't see any white spots on the ears or across the back. I didn't see any white spots underneath, none on the neck, so he looks pretty good. I don't even see stray white hairs at this point, so he's looking pretty good. Let's turn him around, show you his width on his hind end. Remember, this guy's only 8 weeks old. Promising little guy. Yep, promising dude. Promising dude. Yeah. Okay, let's go to 2. Now how am I going to keep you guys separate? I guess I'll put you with the broken for the time being. Okay, here's the guy. He feels small. I don't know if he's going to make weight. No, he's not going to make weight. He's close, but not close enough. He is 3 pounds 2 ounces. So he's pretty small. Let's see. I say he. This is actually a doe. So she's pretty small. 3 pounds 2 ounces, did I say? She's showing some promise. And what I'll do is I'll pull her out, put her separate into a call pen, and I'll feed her out for 2 weeks and see what she does in 2 weeks. She's got 2 weeks to prove to me that she can grow, because she's been housed with 4 other siblings. So we're going to see what she does and see if she makes weight in 2 weeks after being divided out. In the meantime, let's check her teeth. Teeth are good. We've got 5 toes, 5 toes, 4. Okay, all the toes are there. Alright. I don't see white spots. I don't see stray white hairs. For a little girl, she's got pretty decent type. She's leaning on me. She doesn't like being posed. She don't like being handled at all. Well, it's okay. I'm not going to be able to get her to pose to get an accurate. She's fighting. There we go. Alright, well. Again, she appears to be really long in that shoulder, but I think it's because she's pulling and scrunching on me. She's doing everything she can to do whatever I don't want her to do. And so, anyway, she's going to get an extra 2 weeks to prove to me she's got something. Right now, I think she's way too long behind those ears. We're from here to here. You know, that's like 3 fingers. It's low, it's long, and she's awfully small, so I don't like that. So this one, most likely, will end up going to the dinner table. Well, this one's much bigger than that last one, but not as big as the first one. Okay, but it does meet weight. 3 pounds 12 ounces. Alright, it should be a doe, I think. I can't remember if we had 3 and 1 or if we had 2 and 2. This one is a doe. Alright, let's go ahead and check your teeth. Let's do the hard part first, right? Yeah, the parts you don't like. Teeth look good. It has all of her toes so far. No white spots on the feet, neither did the others. No spot on the belly. I don't see any spots on the back or stray white hairs. And they've got a broken sire, so that's pretty good. Alright, this girl looks pretty promising. The shoulder is much better. Much better shoulder. See, you don't have proper placement of the feet. She's going to fight me too. Alright, so we do have some pretty good depth. Overall, nice top line. Might be a little long in body, maybe. I don't know. Give her some time to grow up and learn to pose. One minute I look at her, she looks long in body, and the next time she doesn't. But definitely a nice arch in the top line. And wide through here, full at the table. Right now, she might be a little narrow right here. Well, you know, it appears that way, but when I'm feeling that muscle, you know, a lot of times what you see is not exactly what you feel. When you start feeling that muscle, look at that muscle for her size and her age. This is a firm muscle, and that muscle is actually pretty wide. So even though to the eye she appears to be a little narrow right here, I have no doubt in my mind she's going to fill in. I can feel it in the muscling. If she was not going to fill in, that would be like a long, stringy muscle, and it's not. It's a long, it's a thick muscle there, and very firm. So we'll give her more time. Definitely showing some promise. I love her really black hair. Yep. Short, snappy fur. It's a baby fur, but it is short. I like her fur. So far, 2 are great. 1, not so much. Okay, for our last one. This one's the beast. That's the dominant rabbit right there, I can tell you. I bet she's going to make that 4 pounds for sure. I'll put those back in there. Yeah, she made 4 pounds. She's tipping those scales. She's actually over my range for an 8-week-old. I'm going to give her a little leeway because they are a little over 8 weeks. So I'm going to give her a little bit of leeway. She is 4 pounds, 10 ounces. Like I said, she's the beast. She's the dominant of the litter. She's the one that's been getting all the food. Let's make sure. Oh! And she is a he. Look at that. So we got 2 bucks, 1 promising doe, and 1 doe that looks to be kind of thin. So we're going to have to watch out. I like this guy. Look at him. Short in that shoulder. You know, there's no finger. Comes up behind the ears and immediately starts climbing. He's also pushing on me. So his pose is going to be distorted because he's crunching up. Yeah, come on, relax for me there, dude. Come on, little black dude. Yeah, black dude. Relax for me. There we go. Well, nice guy. I like the top line. Good, wide, strong shoulders. Out of the bunch so far, I like his shoulders best. Out of the 4 blacks. He's got really nice shoulders. He's got some depth and some width in the shoulders. Even when he's fighting me and pushing. Good top line. He's really pushing those front feet. He's really pushing, making that shoulder stand out when it shouldn't. Alright, nice and wide across that loin. Nice and wide. He's full at the table. Nice guy. Nice guy here. Yeah, I like this guy. Oh, yeah. Okay. I did not look at his teeth and everything at first. Nope. Nope. It's okay. If you don't like being flipped over, you're really not going to like it when I pull your lip back. Yeah. But don't you scratch me. Okay. I had no doubt he had good teeth. A rabbit that has good teeth don't eat that good. And this fella likes to eat. He's got 5 toes up front. He's got 5 toes there. He's got 4 and 4. He's got all his toes. No white spot. Now he's got a little bit of a barring. Very thin, very light. He's got a barring. It's not white, but it is a pale barring right here at his toe tips. That is acceptable. It is not white. The barring is acceptable, though I try to breed out of that. I like those to be, you rarely get them black because I don't know if the walking on the wire does it or what, but the foot pads are always lighter in color. I like them black, but if I can get them gray, I'm happy with gray. This is more of a, I don't know, cream, I guess. It's not quite gray, but it's not white either, so it is acceptable, but I like it darker than that. Nice guy. Man, I like this guy. And again, this is Austin and Cash. We got 3 more to look at. Okay, I apologize. My neighbors have come in with some heavy equipment. We flooded out a few days ago. The bridge down from us is washed out, and the neighbors having some issues, and they've got their heavy equipment out again. Hopefully they will park it for a few minutes. You know, they got to do what they got to do. They didn't take time to ask me if I was filming a video first. So we're going to do the best that we can, and I hope you can hear me over the machinery. So now we have the brokens. And I'm going to start with the heaviest marking first. Oh, this one's going to make weight, no doubt. This one's going to be at least 4 pounds. Yes, 4 pounds, 2 ounces. Okay. Now, one thing I do not like about this one, right off the bat, and really I'm going to have to read my book. I can see what has happened is she has had her ear nipped. Now it's been completely healed. There's not a missing, there's no ear missing. It's completely healed over, but there is a scar. And there's a white spot in her ear. Since she's a broken, I don't think that that's a DQ. But I'm going to have to look that up and make sure. I'm not real sure on that. Let's check her teeth, or I'm assuming it's a girl. Teeth are good. We got 5. We got 5, 4, and 4. While the machinery was offloading, I went ahead and sprayed their ears with GG to get them ready for tattoo. So I know I have some of that numbing on my fingers, and I'm trying to keep it off of the genitalia. Yes, this one's a doe. Real promising doe. I like her pattern. Now again, look at the shoulders. I like these shoulders. Good strong shoulders. Immediately behind the ear start climbing. I like that. Basically no shoulder, it just comes right out. Nice top line. I think she may lack depth. I would like to see her with a little more height. Of course, she's only 8 weeks old. Height is one thing that can develop. I've seen it many times. She's not desperately low, but I would like to see more height on her. But boy, she's got the width. She's got the muscling. Let's look here. Look at that. Yeah, nice and wide. That firm muscle. Nice doe. I have to check on the ear. I know the ears must have color, but I think they can have white in the ear. But she definitely has a white spot right here. I don't think that's a DQ though. Very nice girl. I like her a lot. Oh, I forgot to show you. Nice nose marking. Yep, full nose marking. Here's another one. This one's gonna make weight too. Yeah. There we go. This one is, boy, she's at the top of that bracket. 4 pounds, 8 ounces. You're at the top of that bracket. Good. Nice girl. All right, nice girl. Now she has the depth that the other one lacked. I don't think her shoulder's as strong. Let's see, I think I have the feet too far forward. I know. Are you grumbling at me? Aren't you too young to be grumbling with attitude? All right. I think I still have the feet too far forward. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think she has more depth than her sister. Although I don't think she has quite as strong of a shoulder. But she's leaning too, and she's pushing her head on me, so that could be distorting her. She's got that foot out of place. Yeah. This girl's got attitude. Yeah, I don't like her shoulder as much, but I do like the depth of this one much better. I don't think the top line is as pleasing as the other doe. And I don't think she has as much width either, even though she's a bigger doe. But she does have that muscling. She has the muscling, so I think it'll come. Well, she just doesn't want to cooperate. I don't know if that's a he or she, do I? I didn't look. Let's take a look. Yep, we got to do the hard work here. Don't taste my fingers. It might not taste good. Okay. Teeth are good. Okay, and we don't have to worry about a navel spot because it's going to be white. Okay. Now this one is a buck. Okay. Nice little buck. I do like this sister better. Well, now he's posing up a little better. Looks a lot better in that shoulder now. Yeah. We'll see what happens because he's looking a lot better in that shoulder now. Oh, and the face marking. Nice even nose marking. Yeah. Okay. Saddle down. Alright, this one's going to meet weight too. 4 pounds, 8 ounces. Another one right at the top of that bracket. So we have 3 right at the top of the bracket. 1 over. 1 right at that mark. And then we had 1 below the mark. Not bad for a litter of 7. Alright. Let's... I splashed mud on it. Let's check the bottom side. Let's check the bottom side. There we go. You got a unique nose marking. Whoa. Okay. Careful now. Yeah. Alright. Good teeth. Toes and toenails are there on that foot. We got 5 and 5. Okay. And we got 4. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. It's okay. Shh, 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 shh. There we go. Okay, this one's a doe. So the heavy marked one and the light marked one are the does. The medium mark is the buck. Wow, look at the shoulders on that one. I'm so sorry. I hope maybe you can hear me now. I like this girl right off the bat. She has the strong shoulders. She has the depth. She has the width. The top line is nice, but now that I squat down, maybe she is lacking a little bit of depth. But again, at 8 weeks, that's something that they can grow into. She's certainly not flat. When they're flat, that's kind of a warning that maybe they won't have the depth. But she's not flat. She's got a nice little arch, so she's probably going to grow some depth. Got nice muscling across that tenderloin there. Here we go. Let's show you the back side. She's got an interesting nose marking. There we go. I think she needs to fill in a little bit more. But like the little black one I told you, the muscling is there. I think she's going to fill in. She's just very, very young right now. Let's look at the nose marking. I like her nose marking. I'm not sure I would call that even. It's even on the outsides, but then she's got a white streak right across the middle there and makes it a little unbalanced. I wouldn't fault her for it. I don't think it's uneven enough to falter, but that could be a judge's call. But it would be a fault, not a DQ. She does have a nose marking. That's all that matters. Yeah, she's a handsome, pretty girl, aren't you? Yep, it's hot. You want to go inside for some air conditioning while you wait on tattoos? Yeah, wait on tattoos. That's right. So what do we end up with? Black, 2 bucks, 2 does. Broken, 2 does, 1 buck, right? I think that's what it was. I'm pretty sure of it. And 1 black doe, I'm going to have to pull out and put her by herself and give her a little time to try to put on some weight. And we'll check her out again in 2 weeks and see how she does. Yeah. Now, if she was drastically low, I wouldn't give her that chance. But she was only about, I think I weighed her at 3.2 or 3.4, and I wanted 3.8. So she's only about 4 ounces behind. She could make that up in 2 weeks if she's singled out, put in the cage by herself. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to tattoo her, and then we're going to put her in a cage by herself and revisit her in 2 weeks. So on that note, that is the end of the litter. That's all 7 of them. So we're going to make this short. Down below are some links. One is to our web page, where you can find my show schedule and my available rabbits. And one is to a new media outlet that I just joined. It is MeWe, and it's still Grace Hollow. I've provided that link down below. That's where I'm going to try it out, see if I like it. So temporarily, that's where I'm going to make my daily posts. So check that out, and be sure to join us over there. I will notify you there of new video releases and also a new availability list, because these are going to be coming available as I go through them. Thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless.